got a tool. I'm waiting. It's not like you're...
Oh my God, it went from 3 to 40, just like boom, pop.
Awesome.
Try to get that ready.
Get it. We were playing keep away with Ace. Ace, what do you got? Look, oh, look, man, look where I'm at.
Oh no, oh no.
I come down there and
What's the chances?
Ah,
Oh no.
Ace has been here.
Ace, what you got? Where's he? Look at him under there.
What do you got over
What
there,
you
buddy?
got?
Happy,
Now we got 50.
is this Happy Tuesday?
No, it's Monday.
Oh my,
Oh no. Listen, what a Monday it's been.
wow, I thought today was Tuesday. That's because we worked all weekend.
It is true.
Yeah.
It is true.
Ah. Let me put my drill. Oh, look at me. We're both yawning.
Stop. My
Well.
ears were stopped up. I didn't even know it.
Well, I come in this morning at 6 a.m. in the office, got everything fired up because there was supposed to be a couple of ladies meet me there to do office work, and nobody showed up
Okay, but
till 7:30.
no, I got there at 6:30. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Here's the difference. I had a shower. My hair was fixed, everything. You had on house pants and flip-flops.
What in the world is house pants?
Shit, you just run around in your house pants.
And then were workout pants.
Embarrassing. They were pajamas. You're scooting around in pajamas.
Flip-flops.
And you live right there. You live 10 feet away.
What can I say? Got up at 5.
So did I.
Yeah.
me 30
Anyway,
minutes to get
as you can see, I never win an argument here, and I never can ever
Never will.
Let
Ever.
me turn my little phone off here
Yes.
so it doesn't ding everybody. We're still working, everybody. Look behind her. All right, look. We've got one framed here, 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 there, and we'll have 2 more, 3 more right there. And then, of course, this is Steve's house today. He called in. He does not want that window slanted, so we're going to make it straight.
Okay.
And but the
Does he
roof,
wanna keep that one slant, that one crooked?
going to keep that one crooked, and we're going to do some other little changes. But we got that going on. I think it looks really creative.
I do too.
We talked a lot about it today. Albert's really excited about it. Talked to the homeowner, so he's excited about it.
And that is a porch. Gonna be a
And that's a porch. That's a porch. Yeah,
A porch.
a porch.
There's 75 people now.
Hey, 75 folks. Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. I'm Miranda. I'm a Miranda.
Miranda.
My brain is thinking so fast I can't even get my mouth to work. I can't get it to go fast enough. So I'm Randy Jones. What? What you got? And that's Ace.
That's Ace.
Yeah. Amanda's behind the camera, and we wanted to bring you our company called Incredible Tiny Homes. If this is the first time you've ever viewed it, hurry and turn us off.
We're warning you. You've had fair warning.
Don't watch this, all right? You're not gonna. You'll get hooked. You'll get warped.
Yeah.
And you'll be like so many of us that is just.
Holly said, Aranda. LOL, you all have merged.
Aranda.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gross.
It's been tried.
Aranda. Jeez. Hi, Lindy. Hi. Oh, God.
Get on him there.
He knocked his head.
Keep camera away.
Okay, so,
Yes.
tell sizes and names.
Yes.
Probably start up there, I guess, right?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. To keep everybody up. Well, right here, let's do this one we're on.
Okay.
This is an 8x16 RJO, and this is Dufour.
Dufour. She's
All right.
got one of 2.
Awesome.
This is one,
Yep, and this is one. So what we have here,
I think, or 2.
what we have here is not a failure, but a success to communicate.
Zoe's mom just said, I wouldn't miss this.
Stop. If you wouldn't miss this,
God love her.
you probably like to watch paint dry.
Exactly.
Whoa, everybody, paint's drying. Yeah,
God love her.
we're not too much further past that. But
Man.
this, as you look here, I wanted to show you
Okay.
this electrical cord. The plug-in is down here. but the meter center is going to be down there, the panel box.
Why is that?
Well, because somebody wanted it.
What?
It's going to be down here.
It's gonna be one of them shows, I'm telling you.
Yeah, because you asked.
Because you. Because you.
All right, so anyway,
Yes.
as you can see, normally this is an expensive cord. This is called an SO cord. See all them 4 strands in there? Okay,
Well,
and
okay.
how long do you have to look at 4 little wires? 4 little wires,
Stop.
right?
Well, it's blurry. Stop it. I just want to show it. Hold on. Stop. Okay. Let me see right there. Oh, see how it's
Done.
clear?
Done. God, Mindy, you don't understand. People are going to tune off.
It got a piece of trash. What you got, buddy?
Eat it up.
Okay, so SO cord, got
Yeah.
it.
Now look, see how it's just like
God,
it's pliable.
it's pliable.
And this is all right.
Yeah, Randy, be nice.
I am nice.
Did you hear that, Anna? Okay.
Now look here. Inside there,
Oh.
that wire is stranded. There's a bunch of little bitty copper wires in
Can
there.
they look at it, or are you going to take it away?
I've done showed it enough. Look at my dirty fingernails.
Oh,
Look.
stop.
See this? All these little bitty strands.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Then,
well,
if you take,
take a screenshot.
there's nothing in here.
folks.
These wires are gone. But if
Can I
you
look at that?
nope, because this is just plastic. But this is
What a stupid show.
I don't have an
Listen,
example.
We're showing you stuff, but Randy don't want you to see it.
Let me go
so-
look for it. Hang on to that one. Hey, go ahead and just keep showing him, okay? Show him. Now, Amanda, member. Hey, member.
Did you call me Mama? Mama.
Hey, member. I got the microphone. And I got to remember that because when I go over there looking for something and I can't find it,
That's right.
I can't express my true inner being.
Yeah, social distancing. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, also the cord.
They can't hear you,
Still on the cord.
Mamba.
You're so stupid. You want me to stay on there?
I'm coming back. Where you at? Oh, stop. Come over here. I did not tell you you could move. I didn't tell you could move. God. I said I'd be right back.
How long was we supposed to look at that wire?
You can tell that we plan all this. We've staged
Well, we
this.
looked at that wire long
All my props
enough.
are in place.
Okay.
All right.
Back to
this is called SO cord, which is stranded. And see these little stranded?
Okay, let me get a hold of it still. Okay. Okay.
Man, I should have done my nails. You know what?
Stop. All the places are closed.
Yeah, I can bite them.
Ugh.
All right.
No.
Now this goes in the walls.
Okay.
And in the walls, you see those 3 wires? But that's solid copper.
Oh. Okay. Got it.
This is not solid copper
Oh, why not?
because it's a different type of wire.
So is it not
Well,
copper?
see the flexibility that you have with this?
Yeah.
All right. And because it's big, it carries more amperage than this, right?
What's that?
This is a number 12 wire. And this, I think, is number 6.
Holly said, does the flexible one, it feeds the box, right?
Yes, feeds a box. This
Feeds
is your
the
main,
box.
this is your main,
The main
it's an
wire.
8, it's a number 8. It's 8-aught, AWG. So what we like about this is you can feed it through, but this stuff's like $6 or more a lineal foot.
Wow.
Yeah, stupid crazy. So, but this is the stuff we put through your walls. It's less expensive. This is what's used all over I guess, the United States.
It's
I know
really
of.
stiff.
Yes. See how it just like that?
Well, why ain't this stuff made out of
And that there.
Okay.
You don't need that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you, point it out to you. So when we drill and somebody wants their box down here, of course, you know, you're looking at probably another $50, but times 50 times 100 homes,
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot of money, you know?
David's asking, is the 12 gauge used for all the outlets?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
We usually only use a 14 for lights.
Only use, okay.
Yep. And now, I'm glad we're doing that. Let's go in there. I'm going to show you a little bit of, well, first of all, before we leave here, everybody, and I wish I could just, and listen, we don't edit films, and I wish we did. I mean, we get done here, it's just gangbusting, and I wish we had more time. But I would like to just show you, this is the basic of a house. So a lot of people are not going to get to watch this that we build homes for. But how we do these trailers, I'm going to see if we had a bear trailer, you can pretty much see it. All right, for this one, you can't keep up with me. I'm trying to think of what I can show first. Is like right here it shows the framing. All right. So here's the metal pan. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Here's a metal pan right here.
Yeah.
All right. So the metal pan is then screwed up to the bottom of these joists.
There it is.
So what we'll do is we'll put a floor joist here when we start. We'll put a floor joist here, and every 16 inches on the center is a floor joist, except where the fenders are going to be. We separate that, and then we build our fenders up underneath, flush with the floor, so they're not sticking up.
Okay.
Then we plumb it using our drains and our water lines. Then we spray foam everything.
Right.
The only electrical line is this one because it's actually a plug up underneath the house.
Okay.
And that's where you plug for your power source.
Now, whenever you're ordering a house, do you tell them where, when you're designing it, you tell them, hey, I want my plug on the side or I want my plug underneath, right? Or are you
9 times out of 10, nobody asks anything about that.
Because they might not know the difference.
It's like, you know, I always tell it, we always, like in an RV, they're always hooked on the outside of the house about right here. Because when you pull into an RV park, they're universal. All your utilities are right here.
And it's convenient.
Yeah, and you can just click, click, click like that. The majority of tiny homes that we sell are permanent. They're not permanent, but they stay longer than overnight.
A long time.
They stay more than overnight.
Yes.
Okay? So that's why I came up, you know, well, there was a customer, and we learned a lot of things from things we've done, and I thought, you know what, why not put them underneath the house? They're a little bit difficult to get to, because now you got to reach up underneath here and plug everything in, right? But once you're in, you don't have this cord going over to a power pole, right? If you do it right. Now, if you want to say you want to set up a spot for your house, the sewer can go straight down into your sewer, or it can, if your sewer outlet is way over there in the ground, you can run a pipe from here all the way over there.
Well, now that's what you did with Ocean Breeze, wouldn't it? Did
Yeah.
you do a pipe
Yeah.
in
And
California?
well, and what you can do with your power, let's say you got a power, and you guys are going to be at home and you're going to have this thing set for a while, you can dig a little ditch and put your power line in and put it right here.
Okay.
Say, well, you're not tripping over it. My biggest pet peeve is these water lines.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me get closer. So,
Here we go, everybody.
okay. Okay, so I'm by myself, and I don't dig ditches and stuff.
Yeah.
Who do I call to come help me?
Call digaditch.com.
Digaditch.com. Why do you have to call that?
Because they dig ditches.
Does the electric person do it, or who does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
the electric person.
Well, I don't know. Ditch digger, Donna said. Well, I'm just asking. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So do the electric people do it, or a plumber? Who does that?
Yeah, if you got electricity there
Okay.
and you're all by yourself,
Who do we call?
who
Who do we call? Donna said, "Don't call me."
call the electric busters.
Hey, y'all, everybody knows what Sesame Street is, right? Randy called George yesterday, my dog. He called him the garbage monster. I said, "You mean Oscar the Grouch?" That's what George looks like. So.
You know, this is terrible, but you know, my boys, we never watched Sesame Street.
You said that.
No,
I know.
that's kind of bad, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of different.
Yeah, I always had them on the go.
Kids are always playing outside.
They didn't have time to
Yeah.
watch Sesame Street.
Oh, I threw mine from the TV. Said, "Have at it."
Yeah.
Good luck.
But yeah, let's say, well,
Myrtle
let's
said, "Rent a husband."
rent a husband.
Where?
There you go.
Get me that number.
By the hour?
Give me that number, Myrtle.
Yeah. But like your water line's thing is going to freeze, right, in the
Okay.
winter. So let's say your water line could go down and you go rent a ditch, right? And you dig a ditch to your source of
Yeah.
where your water. The thing is, let's say you're gonna park next to a house
Yes.
and you're in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. If you're up in Minnesota, 48 inches deep, it'll freeze.
Oh, well, we can't dig that.
Can you imagine that?
I can't dig something.
What
like
is that? 48 inches right here. 48 inches. You gotta dig a ditch that deep. And it'll still freeze. So if you dig a ditch 2 foot, you'll freeze. The frost line here in Tennessee is 12 inches.
Gosh.
We only have to go that deep.
Lynn Lowe said, I guess she's talking about Minnesota, it had to be 4 feet.
That's what I said, 48 inches.
Oh, is that what? Okay, good. God.
Yep, 48 inches. I dug footers in Michigan and had to go 48 inches, then you dig your concrete. So I had to go 48, then you dig more concrete for your footers, you know. So anyway, if you dig a ditch, your water line could go up underneath here and go up, right?
And again, who do you call? Like, what kind of person do you call to come and help you like that?
You can call a handyman.
A handyman.
You can, yeah, you can,
Okay,
anybody that's
something
going to
like
do kind
that.
of work. Yep,
Okay.
they'll rent a ditch digger or something. But
Okay.
your utilities, what I like, instead of them coming off the side or your sewer line and all that, it's just everything's underneath. I'm just finding that it just works better, and we'll put it anywhere. We can put it on the left
Yeah.
side, up on the roof, whatever you
Okay.
like. Okay. All
So
right.
this one, did we get what's, oh, now I do know what size hers is. It's supposed to be an 8 by 16.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so there's the 4.
Yeah, so look, you can see that we put these metal brackets. So when we're nailing this floor down right here, that staple doesn't go through
The
and
wire.
hit the wire.
Yeah, right.
10-4,
Nail plates, is that what you call them?
nail plates, that's it.
Okay, all right, good.
All right, now,
Who's this
so
one?
that's the first stage of construction. You put the floor down and we go. That hole over there is for our shower, and the shower will have a trap. Let me see if we can show you what a trap is. He had it here earlier. They made put it away. Yeah, it's gone. And what'll happen is they'll have an S trap, like the letter S.
Uh-huh.
That stays full of liquid water,
Okay.
because if you didn't, the smell from your sewer would come
Oh.
up through your shower.
Okay.
All right.
Steven said you nailed it. I like that. Nail plate, nailed it.
Nailed it.
That's pretty witty.
Nailed it.
I like that.
All right, so
Okay, next.
let's say we got that going.
All right, got that going.
Now, if somebody says to me, hey, we want the vinyl snap flooring. Yeah, who's this?
Taylor, I don't know why it says number 2, 10 by 20.
10 by 20.
10 by 20 RJO.
When somebody wants the snap vinyl flooring, we don't put the 1 by 6 flooring on here.
Oh,
Okay, we'll put a 3/4 Advantech. This is like an OSB oriented strand board. Then we'll put the snap vinyl flooring on top of that after we're done with construction.
okay.
All right. Now you can see how they're framing the walls. They framed in a header, and normally in our Craftsman we used to have a perimeter header because there was so many windows.
And that's a header right there.
It's a load-bearing header up above that window. Yep. And then we've got another wall here. Where this utilities comes through the wall, we'll notch this out, stand it up, and leaves room so this wall can fit flush on the outside here.
So now, people are asking, now what is that, and this is, I think this is a good
Question?
question. Ace, a joiner, everybody has handles or whatever. How long would it take to build this 10 by 20 RJO?
Well,
Or what's predicted?
it depends on the crews building this right here. This is a bigger home. Depends on the amenities inside, how detailed it is. I would say this one's probably going to take 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, with what we're doing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question, David asked, hi David, tell Karen I said hi. Does the internet service provider have to put their own hole in the wall to run their wire, or is there something pre-wired like for the community or resort?
All the internet provider will have a hub on the outside of the house,
Okay.
and then you'll run it through
Oh,
yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Good
Yep.
question. So to go back to this one, 8 by 16, how long would it take to build that?
Now, a regular RJO, two guys, shouldn't take more than 2 weeks.
No more than 2 weeks. Okay,
Yeah.
so good.
And this is probably going to take, this is a 10 by
About 4
20. If it's got dormers, double dormers is what's going on inside.
Depends.
You're probably looking, and the guys building this aren't real, you know, they haven't done a lot of them. So
Right.
we're coaching them as they go and teaching them. So we're learning. And so probably about 4 weeks, realistically, everything down to the detail and leaving out the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And we got this.
So and Donna's asking, so it said, are you running an internet connection as most will want it, or?
No.
No, they'll do it, and then you hook up once they come put it in.
Yep.
in there, right?
We don't know where, all
don't
these
know where they're
homes,
gonna put it.
all these homes aren't going into our community.
Right.
And then if you do want an internet connection, we'll have to make a perforation at the time.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, good. All right.
You know, unless somebody says, hey, I want an internet hookup and we can run it to the power panel box, we can run that, you know, but you have to let us know beforehand if you want one
Okay.
or not. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that, now you can run a wire straight from the pole up into the house into your router. And then you got Wi-Fi, or you can hook it straight to your computer or TV, you know, your internet
Are you talking
cable.
about like an Ethernet cord or something?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And Donna, Randy, tell Donna to email that so we will have it. Be sure to email that.
Yeah, Donna, oh, she wants internet
Yeah,
connection? Yep, let us know. We'll make her,
Yeah.
make a
Send an
spot for it.
email. Yeah.
So,
Whose is this? Let me see who this
Yep.
is.
sickle,
Sickle, 8 by
Eight.
18.
freedom,
Okay.
8 by 18 freedom. And this is a little bit further in stage long than the last two that you've seen. So we went from the floor to framing the walls and the roof.
Okay.
And this has got a dormer on the other side, so freedom. And so it's an 8 by 18 is what we said, Amanda?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, 8 by 18. And so on the plans, it shows where the windows are going to be. So the guys, of course, framed in the windows, and you can see the roof going on.
Oh, a bunch of wire.
Yeah, and now they've already wired. So let's go inside.
Gosh, I mean, there's a lot of wire.
We were talking electrical earlier.
Yeah.
Amanda got me sidetracked.
Always.
Now, this one has got the 1x6 flooring on here.
Which is nice.
All right, because this can be sanded and finished and done.
Of course.
Now, if you wanted a snap vinyl flooring, we would have put plywood down because you don't need it because you're going to have vinyl flooring in here.
Okay, right.
All right.
Got it.
So here's our panel box that we're using right now. We hope to maybe change these out, but we haven't heard anything back from the ANSI code how they want us to do that. But here's that SO cord. Remember that SO cord I showed you at the beginning of the show? Now they're all peeled back. This is your main.
I see.
Goes to this main 100 amp breaker, right? Here's the ground. We have another ground goes down to the trailer.
Okay.
Grounds the trailer. And there's other grounds. We actually ground the roof now, the metal will be grounded. Anything metal in here will be grounded.
Oh, okay.
And so, and then you can see our framing. The rafters are pre-built. That's what those green up there, that's called our gussets. Okay, so they glue those triangle pieces of plywood on both sides and staple both sides,
What do
and
you
they're
mean
pre-built.
Did you buy them that way?
No, we built them out here in the yard.
Oh.
Actually, Lucas's fiance, him and his fiance
Or making those.
built all these. You can
Oh,
build them
good.
so fast. They built 3 stacks of them in a day.
Perfect.
So when the guys get them, they just set them up and go.
Good.
Yeah.
So the guys, so normally if they hadn't have built those, the guys would have built them.
And it's
right?
kind of because we get a jig, so we just have a pattern and we lay them on there, and they just cut, nail,
So it
go.
makes production faster.
Exactly.
Okay.
This right up here, this is called blocking. See those blocks in there? Okay, that's blocking, and that's for the heating and air system because they want their compressor up high.
Okay.
So we got that there so they can bolt through that,
Okay.
and that'll hold up the heating and air system.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
And then we got blocking in the walls. This holds up this vertical weight coming down. Well, these are called jacks. So this is a jack, and this is a header, and this is a girder beam, and all that's transferred low and across the trailer.
Okay.
Yep. And then these are 2 girders here that go across. And then I like this flooring because see how the span, this is over 2 foot distance?
Yeah.
And this is over 2 foot distance here because the boards up here are 1.5 inches thick. See that TNG?
Yeah.
So if they're 2.5 inches, they're 1.5 inches thick, you can actually make these span further out.
Now these things are really long, aren't
Yeah,
they?
those, we call them ollie bolts.
Ollie bolts.
We use them in log homes a lot.
I remember you
And
seeing
you'll
them.
just ollie straight on in through
Okay,
there.
I thought so.
Yeah. And that's, remember we used the square pegs and different things? Now, sometimes we'll use regular dimensional lumber,
Yeah.
and then sometimes we'll use beams. Excuse me.
What? Oh my God! Stay away!
It's called dust.
Stay away.
Look at Ace come running. Oh, let me point out the electrical.
I
All
thought
right.
you did.
Well, let me show you a little bit about how it's done. Like this is the kitchen, everybody. So this is your sink, the kitchen. The kitchen, normally this sill, this is a sill, window sill across in the framing end of it, is usually 41 inches high.
Okay.
Your countertops are 36, so it allows you about 4 or 5 inches between your sill and your top of your countertop.
Okay.
Along your countertop, if you got so much countertop, you have to have electrical plug, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in a kitchen, you take one plug and it runs from here all the way over to there.
Okay.
Now, how am I going to get there from here? Yeah, figure that out, Amanda. I got to run this wire right here
Yeah.
all the way over to that panel box. How am I going to get there?
I guess it goes up around with all these others, don't it?
Well, maybe none of them are there. So
Oh.
if you got to make that wire go from here to there, how would you get there?
I guess
Crickets.
go. I don't know. I guess go through the things and go. Well, there's the door. I don't know.
You can't go over the
Can't
door.
go over the door. Go up on the ceiling. I don't know.
All right.
On the floor.
Well, see how this? We'll trace this one. Okay, so the wire goes down,
Yeah.
right? Maybe back up so they can see a little
Oh.
bit more. So it's going to go down,
Mm-hmm.
and of course you can see all these holes. So he's going to go all the way across here, all the way over here, all the way over here, all the way over here, and then up
Oh.
to one of those breakers.
Oh. Okay.
Then, get this. Then we got another plug. And it's got to have its own breaker.
So it's got to go down.
So in a kitchen, you have to have separate circuits.
Okay.
And then I've got to go down, and I got to go again.
Mm-hmm.
All the way over here, all the way over here, all the way over here, and up. Now I'm doing that because I know it's boring. You guys know what it's got to go all the way around.
Yeah.
I wanted to point it out. As I said today, I said to the electrician, and finally I'm catching up with everything. And I love being out on this floor all the time.
Yeah.
And I've made the suggestion about a month ago, but we haven't gone through with it. As I said, when we're framing this floor system, why can't we put our home runs in where we think they're going to be?
Mm-hmm.
So even though he said, well, we don't know where they're exactly going to be, and that's, well, we do, we have blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, let's say we don't know exactly if it's 6 inches here or there, but we've got extensions wires that we can move around a little bit, right? So we leave a little bit of space for wiring, leave a couple, 3 feet. So what we're going to start doing is running our home runs from here straight there
How you do that on the floor?
in the floor.
That's what Holly just said.
Yeah. So we're going to run all of our home runs
Home runs. What's
in
a
the
home
floor.
run?
A home run is from here, and you got to take straight to the circuit as a home run.
Okay.
Normally, if you had in a house, you could let's just put 6 plugs on one circuit. So you do like Christmas lights. You go to one, go to the other one, go to the other one, and then that last one, we call it a home run, and you got to run it to the breaker, panel box. Okay?
So a home run is what goes directly
to the panel box. A home run.
Okay.
So home run, home run, home run.
What directly goes home?
Directly goes home. This is a refrigerator. Goes straight to the panel box. Nothing's on that refrigerator circuit. Nothing's on this kitchen circuit. So if you put a coffee maker in here and you put an arc welder because you like to weld while you like to cook eggs in the morning and you trip a breaker, everything else will work except for you got to go that arc welder just tripped your breaker and you got to go over here and do your breaker.
Well, that's kind of one of the things I would think that you would want somebody like, you don't want to just buy a house. You don't know how they wired it if
Well,
you don't have a certification.
We
right?
had somebody call us and said, hey, we just bought a house, right? They had one breaker in the whole house.
Oh my gosh.
One breaker. So that means when you're fixing coffee, you can't run nothing else.
Oh my
Maybe you could
goodness.
run maybe one other device.
Right,
Got
right.
to turn it off, turn this one on, turn it off, turn that one on. I mean, you're going to overload the circuit.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
And
Wow, I didn't know that.
and that's why it's really good if you ever buy a tiny home from anybody, you know,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they provide pictures for you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why we video so
And
much.
really request it because I
Yeah.
mean, like me, I would not have known any of that.
Right.
Zero. I just thought I'd buy it and that's it. Julia said, Amanda, you're learning a lot about construction. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, will I remember it? Probably not.
Now, let me point this out. See this wire here?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to run lights across here.
Okay.
All right. Now, he could have used a 14 wire. See, he put this, and this is a heavier gauge wire, which is fine to use heavier gauge, which is thicker, bigger. But he used a number 12 to come up here. Here he used a number 14. This 14, you can see, comes out, comes down, comes into the box. This is where the switches are going to be. This particular height is at this is 80 inches right here.
Okay.
So you want to drill right here because we're going to build a little trough, a panel that'll go across,
Right.
and put a puck light and a puck light, one in the shower, one in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've done so many like this, you can see how it gets faster, all right? And it gets more effective, more efficient in everything we're doing. So they know that electrician now knows to drill right there and go.
Okay.
He knows to drill right here and go. The reason we haven't done things through the floor is because once you get a system, it's really hard to change that system and be efficient about it. So we like to think about it before we just start doing something.
Now I've got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
This one's a good question. Said I might be late with the question, but did the code change? Do you have to have an electrical panel inside the house now? Electrical
Inside.
panel box? Is that what you're talking about?
Don't know.
Has it not always been in the house?
Well, we've always put them in the house, you know.
Where else would you put it?
Well, we used to put them in the tongue box,
oh,
but these
I
models
see.
don't come with the tongue box.
But it has to be covered. You can't.
Well, what's funny is asking that is this is when I came to Tennessee, the first time in my life I've seen a panel box on the outside of a home.
Yeah.
And I always thought to
I've
myself,
never- yeah.
how come somebody could just walk outside
Flip your breakers.
and turn you off in the middle of the night?
Huh.
And I never, but in Tennessee, that's the first place I've ever seen that. And you know what? I don't know personally if I would want my panel box on the outside of
wouldn't
the
either.
house.
And Myrtle said that's code no longer outside. So, but they did used to do it apparently.
In tiny homes?
In tiny homes.
I didn't
or
know there
where
was a
you at-
code. There's no code for
or
tiny
where
homes.
you at, Myrtle? Can't be for tiny homes because there ain't nothing.
I mean, Ansie's got a code, but I don't, I'm
and
just,
and that's what he was meaning with the tongue box, not actually
Yeah.
outside. Myrtle was a code inspector. Isn't that
Aw,
something?
Myrtle.
So you could, and Myrtle's coming to the community.
Okay.
So Myrtle, you could have put your panel box on the outside of the house,
well, like a residential home, you can.
like at my house. Oh, she said her husband was.
Yeah.
Her husband was an inspector. Ain't that something?
Same thing.
Uh,
She could probably be
Dana's got my
inspector.
panel boxes in the garage, but the main breaker is outside, and I don't like that. It's strange.
Yeah, I know
It's
it.
outside.
Yeah, well, they got weatherproof panel boxes.
Yeah, somebody could turn her off.
Yep.
She had another question. Wait a minute, Dana. Let me find that. It was about the. Somebody's asking real quick. Serious question. Could you ship to Hawaii while I'm looking for Dana?
Yes. Yes, I can ship to Hawaii.
All sugar. Oh, here it is. Dana wants to know, does the hood vent have to be on an exterior wall, or can it be on an interior with exposed venting to the outside wall, kind of like an open Manhattan loft style?
Yeah.
You can?
As long as you get it out. As
Oh,
long as you get
okay.
the air out.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't have to have that in there, and you could actually put something else.
We're just trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But normally, see this wall here? I mean, this kitchen is on the outside wall.
Oh.
Let's say you had most of our homes, we hardly ever have an interior wall. We built one over here that had one, and they had an interior wall. So the kitchen was here, interior wall here in the bathroom. So they had a range hood here. So what we did is we went through the cabinets and out the side of the house.
Yeah.
But it was, we hid it inside the cabinets.
Can you put the panel box over the door?
Show them.
Well, not this door, but can you put it on? Some other ones have, like, could you put it over a door?
There's a certain height. You got to be able to get to it.
Okay. And Kevin said something interesting.
Yeah.
Kevin said, I think that was for fire department to shut off the power during an emergency.
Might have been.
So that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, stuff like that. I just don't know.
I know.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Now that we're becoming ANSI certified, they got some stipulations. Like I said before, we're still working with them. We're certifying now as we go right now, but we're changing out some of the things. So hopefully we can condense that panel box to be a little bit smaller.
Right.
And
Okay.
incubitus. What do you call it, Amanda? Incubitus.
Inconspicuous?
That's it. That's it.
Inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
Wow.
Inconspicuous. Inconspicuous.
Exactly. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Next house.
So the framing got this. You have the floor, the walls coming up. The wall's already up. The roof going on. So this is what's going to be cool to watch all week if you guys
wait
stay
a second.
tuned.
Now David's asking, and I think we'd already mentioned something about this. Said, can the panel box be closer to the floor? It has to be 2 feet.
2 foot up off the floor,
2 foot off. The
according
floor.
according to ANSI.
According to ANSI, and that's who we're certifying.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting.
Where
Boy,
did-
we had a class.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, I wasn't able to answer all of your questions, but I'll sure try. And the ones I don't know, I'll sure look into it.
When everybody else dives in too.
Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd Ace go?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Good boy. Oh, you okay?
Poor baby. He said, well, I'm leaving her.
What do you say, buddy? That's right.
Okay, let me walk
No.
around. All right, this is the next house.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. This has
And
got,
a bunch of naked houses.
this is a subfloor, just started today. He's got his subfloor. You can see how it's screwed off.
Oh, let me get whose it is. Hold on. Swint 8x16 Freedom.
Freedom. All right. Bart is working with, he's got a helper. This is Bart's house. Bart took about a month building an RJO. Normally 2 guys would take about 2 weeks on it, but Bart did some extra stuff on the last RJO that goes out. But Bart, this is Bart's new home. It's a Freedom. It'll have a dormer on it, and he'll take this to completion. We were doing our finish crews, so now we're going to hold off on that because we're going to try to build 12 at a time, 12 to 14,
Right.
and then try to roll that over. If we had a bigger facility, it was okay. We're still in budget man hours when it
Right.
comes to building this. But because we need the turnover, you know, we need to you get to build so many homes just to survive. That's why I'm so excited about building another couple hundred more feet.
Right.
That way we could have 20 homes. If it took a month to build all 20 homes, we're
Right.
still good. But we build 20 a month, and that would be
Exactly.
so cool. So that's where we're going to get to. Right now we're jamming them in here. But this is Bart's house. You can see he's got the gauge on the water. So that when he's putting these screws or nails or anything in, he knows if he hits anything, he's got a leak
Good.
somewhere potentially.
Yeah.
ANSI also requires us to pressurize all of our drains.
Yeah.
Of course, we do pressurize. We were not pressurizing our drains. We never did, but now we're starting to do. That's a prerequisite. You can see these caps we have on
Yeah.
the ends of these. We cap these things so there's no air can get out. He puts pressure on it. He can watch it to make sure as he's building it that there's pressure in it.
Okay.
This
Of course, that's Steve's house.
is our
yeah.
fun house over here. And
What was the size?
the trailer's 24 feet. The house is actually, the structure is going to be 20 feet with a porch. Okay? And it's kind of an RJO floor plan inside. And as you can see, let's walk around. I'll show you a little bit about it. And walk around this mess over here. We had the freedom to do some changes, but we've talked to the homeowner and he's changed some things around. So now we're going to take that window out and we're going to make it straight.
Okay.
Okay? He wants the bay window to be up a little bit taller, so we're going to make some changes. It's just, that's what's hard about making something like this.
Oh, he didn't like that. that
No,
right there.
so we got to change it. That's just time. You know what I'm saying? So we're hoping, this is the hard part about building something that somebody wants to have
Yeah.
an imagination,
picturing
and then we start doing this. So
So we
hopefully,
had freedom, now we don't.
hopefully we can get things down. We had freedom, now we don't.
Freedom, now we don't.
Yeah, so you got to, and I know this is why most builders don't do this,
Right.
is because you can't read people's minds.
Right.
And it's so hard, especially on something so unique,
Yeah.
you know? So anyway, this is the barnwood, and Albert's got this, idea. The homeowner's got an idea, and I just hope we can work things out as we go, and they'll understand and like what we're doing.
Right.
But we're gonna I wanna put a flashing over top of this wood,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be lap siding across
Right.
here. So I'm liking to take some rusted metal that we have, and we're gonna bend it so it'll be a Z flashing. So it goes down, out, and down. Then we got a straight line that we can start our siding with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how that looks up there with all the.
That looks cool, don't it?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Now what we've done is we put ice guard behind here. Now ice guard is behind the wood because this wood is porous, the cracks, there's gonna be water that's gonna get in there. This wood's gonna move, it's gonna get big, it's gonna get small with the water, especially going out west, it's super dry.
I know
So this,
Cindy said they should leave it crooked. It's like, I know, kind of, but if that's what they, now is this window gonna stay?
that window's staying.
That one's staying, and it's crooked at least.
Yeah, Albert actually had a really cool thing. And it's up to the homeowner, but I just hope we can work things out and not do
I
over and
know,
over.
And so Lisa said, I like it crooked too.
But Albert wanted this thing because of the roof line to make it look like it's kind of falling in right here, crooked.
yeah.
And so I don't know what they worked out. He talked to the homeowner today, so hopefully they work things out.
Because I know he wants to change it, but that does look cool, crooked like that. Yeah. Okay.
So, but
We'll
that's
see.
fun. We're all every guy in here is wanting to get his hands on that thing.
I know.
Yep. And over here, these are locust trees.
Oh, they're great.
Okay, so locust are, if you know anything about a locust tree, you can actually put this in the ground and it will not rot. The moistest, nastiest ground, and it won't rot.
This is what fence posts were made out of, right?
Yeah, but it is a hard tree. It's hard to cut, hard on your saws. But we were trying to incorporate maybe this with that house too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did these come off the property, or where did
This
they
come
from?
off the Scooter's property, guy that works here.
Oh, good.
I traded him out. I said, hey, I'll buy you a chainsaw if you bring me a bunch of trees. So,
God, I want a chainsaw.
well, get me some trees over here, Amanda. All right. Then this house over here is Joseph. Joseph's been a lifelong friend of the family's, and he works here. He's 26 years old, and this is his home he's building. And this is a straight RJO. Let me find out. This one here, Amanda, is a Robbins, 8 by 18. And comes down here on this one. And then this one here is Sedeno.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I'm not saying that. Sedino.
Sedino.
Now look, again, let me point out again, this one's a little bit further along. This is the SO cord I was telling you about.
Yeah.
It's already in the floor, coming up, and your panel box is gonna go right here.
Right.
Here's your ground wire that grounds the panel box to the trailer. And then over here, of course, as you can see, that's where your shower is gonna be.
Yeah.
So you got your water coming up for your diverter for your shower. Then you've got your toilet over in that corner. And this is your kitchen. So this is gonna be a typical RJO. You walk in, you got your kitchen on the left, kitchen sink, bathroom, toilet, shower, big room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I want to bring up too is that how many spots there's going to be, because Donna, she is needing her house like ASAP, and we're talking it's coming. Like she's on the top of, she's to be pulled in pretty soon. So there's what, 1, 2, how many more spots are you going to fill up?
Yeah, well, we're actually gonna move this one up,
Okay.
move that one up so we can put another one in. And then we can actually put 1, 2, 3 more homes right here.
Perfect.
And that's what we,
Diana, who has a house here too, What happened to the ones that were in here? They're in finishing outside,
Yep, the
right?
outsides are complete, and then what they have, we have a crew that goes out and does the finished details, tests them.
Right, and Donna, your house is here, it has to be plumbed, and then it comes in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, well, that's what Lucas was doing today.
Yeah.
Yep, he was plumbing them to get them in.
They're all plumbed before they come in here.
Yeah, and listen, what I'm gonna do too is we're gonna put together every time we take an order in, right now, whatever, how many customers, the future
Right.
customers we have, we're gonna put you all on a mailing list, so I can send you out information about your house.
Yeah.
Okay? I would love to show you the board in there and show you right on the board, but I don't want the public to know who you are and keep your anonymity down, all right? So what I wanna do is talk to you through an email and a YouTube. I'm trying to try to put a YouTube little address so you can go to and say, hey, this is just for the people we're building for, so you can see certain things. Also, we are working on a software to where you guys will be able to look in and see pictures of your home and where it's going on. The last thing I want, listen, I hope everybody understands that I want to build this house yesterday. I wish Donna's house was already gone.
Oh, yeah.
All right? I'm not trying to go slow. That's probably the most stress that I have, is because, what's the matter, man? Oh, that's a bat.
Well, I didn't know what he had.
I think it's a bat or a bird.
It was something, I was looking, I was like, what has he got? Yeah. I thought it was ooh. What is it?
I think it's a bat.
Ooh.
Yeah, he smelt it.
Well, I didn't know what. Is that part of it?
And so
Ace.
it's better for us to financially to get these things done out the door. And what I want is, I don't want, like, I gotta have, hurry. And it's like, no, it's just gonna kill us. It's gonna kill my spirit. It's gonna kill everything we got. That's probably the most stress, because I know you need your home. That's why I've got people living out here in their campers, their cars, and everything else, because they gotta have a place. Well, you know what? Everybody else can I don't care. We can all pile up here. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. I just want to build your homes faster. That's why the guys think I'm nuts that I can build 20 in a month. So I'm going to try to build 20. I'm going to try to build more than that.
Exciting.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get your home as quick as I possibly can, right? But that's the hardest part about this whole business. And that's why I want to tell all the homeowners, hey, this is where you're at. Before we were saying we were 6 months out. I think we're going to cut that in half now. We're attempting to do that.
Yeah.
We've got 2 people doing inventory. I got another 3 people doing nothing but trying to get the houses expedited, go over and over plans, figuring out what it takes to build them, what's going on. The teams are being trained. It's just constant. And if I could do it faster, I would. If I could build 50 in a day, I would. But I don't want to get to the point where it's just mass production. And I could just say, it's going to be 8 months. And if you can't wait that long, then we just going to have to really can't build your house right now, So I hope everybody understands that. I know this, and it's just one person really makes me just feel stressed. And I'm just wired that way. And believe it or not, I'm probably wired in a way I shouldn't even be in business for myself, because things take it personally. That's why I don't read any of your comments.
They totally understand.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't read comments, good or bad. I don't read them because I have to think free. And that's why I named the company, Choose Tiny, Live Free. Freedom is a massive word for me. It's not just a slogan. I have to have freedom. I know what freedom is like.
Donna is not stressing you, not Donna.
No, I don't. It's anybody. Just anybody. Just want your home. Believe me, I want your home so bad to give to you. I do. I want it as everything that we can. When we get a house done, and we got to get it done, and we got to have people just run. And man, I made a guy mad today, and he's going to quit. I made him mad today. He was out here working, and he just took too long doing a part of a house. He said, I can't take the pressure. And I said, well, you're going to have to go home. If you can't take me talking to you like this, leave. And I sent him home. And it wasn't because I didn't send him home. He left. He said he left on his own.
He quit.
He said, I'm leaving. I said, well, then go. But you know what? I remember growing up as a boy, I've had people cuss me, call me, everything there ever was. And you know what I said to him? I said, sir, what can I do to keep you from cussing me? I didn't leave because he got mad at me. I left because I never left. You don't have to throw me out first. And I have an agenda. You guys wouldn't believe how intense I can get here and what I need to do and how I want things done. And I have to tone it down because I don't want to run everybody off, you know, because I work intensely. When I frame and when I build these homes myself, it ain't nothing but a pure war when I build these. I love it so much. And I have to watch how I am with my energy level, you know, so I know that. So I just want to encourage you guys, please, that's why I bring you guys these videos and show you everything we're doing. And we're not perfect. We're gonna make mistakes, and we're not gonna be doing what we promised on a timeline, you know. So anyway.
Where are we at with the container? Like Bryce's container or anything like that?
Yep, Bryce's container's on hold. Bryce is not here for a while. So he had a little bit of the finishing to do inside, so he's taken a couple weeks off.
But it's still for sale.
Oh yeah, it's still for sale. And
somebody was asking about the Volunteer Spirit, if it was for sale, the 24-hour build.
24-hour build, we the contract completely.
We've got details. We do have a contract pending, but
Yeah.
it's not been finalized.
We've been doing blueprints on it, and we had a contract pending on the Volunteer Spirit. That was cool because I went through with the customer. They flew in from California, walked them through it all, and we've been going over a kind of a plan for them. And I've already costed it out. That's a good deal because by the time what we do all with that house, it's going to be under what you would do if you bought a brand new one.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is, yeah, exactly.
Yep. And we got a lot.
And Mishka said, yes, you have sold it. She said, it's mine.
Good. So there you go.
Exactly.
But you know what, and explain that to you, you know, a little bit, there was somebody said to me, I talked to a nice lady today in Florida, and she might be watching, and she said, hey, I've got my deposit for the resort, right, my 20%, but I need to sell my house first before I can, you know, buy the rest of the house. And I said, you know what, that's perfect, don't worry about it. She said, I need to sell my home. I said, we got time on our hands. We got, it's going to be, now we got 2 months before we close on the property. The whole world's on ice right now. And also, that is a year to 18-month project over there. And that's something I don't want to hurry up and push, hurry up and do, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be, and it may be quicker than we have. I just want to have fun with that and do a beautiful place. So I told her, I said, don't worry about it. Whenever you want to put in your 20%, that would be great if we can have it within the next couple months, just so we know who's going to participate with us. But I'm willing to work with money and how it can work and how it can come in. There was a couple people that was maybe $1,000, $2,000. They weren't going to come in with it. Hey, you're on the list. It's going to be another 6-8 weeks before your home's built. We'll work it out at the end when we get there. You know what I'm saying?
But we have to have 40.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking at the resort.
Right.
If we don't have 40, we can't do it. So that's why I told her, you got some time to send in your 20%, you know. And that's probably my downfall, because when it comes to certain things, I try to help out people that hasn't got money or they got money. And listen, Mandy gets mad at me. Guys get mad at me. Sales, she's rolling her eyes right now. I'm giving the business away. We need money, and here I'm throwing things out. That's why when somebody comes to me and they come through that gate and they say, hey, I need a place to live, I said, well, pull in. And I'm just stupid, you know. I give things away that I shouldn't, and I don't know why I do. I just feel like I had a homeless girl come in here, and everybody said, what are you doing? I said, what am I going to do? She's crying right here. She has nowhere to go, and she's got a backpack and a cat, you know, and we kept her for a while, you know. And what's bad is when you do that, you end up getting, you know, feeling responsible for these people. And then you take them in to raise, and it's just like, no, that doesn't work here. And that's why I learned, I said, listen, I can't do this anymore. You know, I got a business to run. I want to help everybody, but I just can't.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
So, man, I'm saying a lot of stuff going
what
on.
about outside? We probably can't take a peek at the ones that are in finishing.
I got that thing latched down, man.
I seen that, yeah.
Look. I mean, it is.
That is latched. That's
I got her
good, though.
locked down. Yeah. So, anyway, that's a little bit of me. You know what? I love a buddy of mine messaged me from my school that I went to school with. We graduated, Lord. God, Amanda said it. I couldn't believe it.
40 years ago.
40 years
It's been
ago.
40 years.
And he texted me. All right, now get this. We were talking about this. when he texted me, he used the nickname that I used to have in high school, you know. And it was kind of neat because it brought me back memories about when I was a kid and growing up, and I was in high school, and then had all the, just had a great time in high school. And so I hadn't heard that nickname in years. Well, when I go back home to Michigan, if I go there, or I go to any of the churches I've belonged in, or anybody that I talk to, most times, I was telling Amanda, most times that people, when I go up to them, they use my nickname, and there's always either a smile or a laugh that goes along with saying my name, or saying even Randy, And it's because I've always been lighthearted, and I've always been jovial, and I've always loved living, and always did just fun stuff all the time. And as you guys know, as you get older, life can suck that out of you if you let it. It can make you hard. It can make you not laugh as much as you used to, and make you not want to be happy because all you do is think of the bad stuff. Well, that's what I'm trying not to do, especially in this business with everything going on, the amount of people, the amount of change, the amount of liabilities, the amount of lawsuits and everything in the world that can happen. I think I'm still got a pretty good attitude towards things. It's just the way I'm wired.
And your nickname was Dog.
Yeah, they called me Dog. Now listen, I used to say dog all the time. When I was in high school, I never said a curse word in my life, ever. I never did. And I was, dog. And everything was dog. I played sports, whatever I did. It was just dog. And everybody, they liked that. And they liked, I guess I didn't cuss and carry on like most people. And I was just different a little bit. But all my buddies called me Dog. So before Dog, the bounty hunter and all them guys, that was my nickname. And, but it was kind of a cool way to grow up, having a lot of guys. I wasn't real good in sports, wasn't real good in academics and all that. Was just an average dude, But it was good hearing from him, and he was just checking up on me, saying, hey, how you doing during all this, coronavirus, And it brought back memories. I haven't been back home in 20, 30 years, So, but if he's watching, or anybody else I graduated high school from, so I want to say hello, and I wished I could have a place big enough where I could have my whole class, come down here and stay.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Real quick, where are we at with financing?
Yep. That's the part that made me not happy today. I had just a little bit of, I've had a couple hits today. Not bad. It's just life way it goes. I can't get enough. I've asked him and asked him and asked him, and I apologize every time I ask him. What you got to do to get the Secretary of State switched from domestic to foreign? You've got everything. I have got tons of people
ready.
Everybody. You guys are wanting to hear everybody. And I said, what do I need to do? You got everything. Is it sitting? I said, I don't know how this works. Is it sitting on someone's desk? Is it under the pile? I said, I'll do anything to expedite this. 21st Mortgage called me today. Where is it? Where is it? They're wanting it. We've got everything ready. So everybody, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just been dangled out here. So it's in our accountant's office. And whenever they see fit to do it, they'll do it. Maybe they're backed up like I am. Maybe they can't get to it. And when I talked to them today, and they just didn't give me an answer, then I looked at our list of builds, and I said, there is no way I want one person on this list of builds not knowing where their house is going to be, what's going on. I do not want you guys ever saying, I'm not doing anything to try to get you. And that's why tonight I think I'm more adamant about, I've got to have your home. I want your home done. He didn't tell me that. My accountant didn't say to me, Randy, I will be 3 hours and 52 minutes and I will get you your home. And if I don't get it, I will call you and let you know. And that's what I want to do for you. I just want to keep informing you. So verbally, I'm trying to inform you right now that all the names on our board and back and everybody that we're building for, my whole intention is to let you know where we're at all the time. We're trying to do everything we can.
And two, we've been very fortunate to not be shut down either.
Yeah.
And, it seems like all around us, the reins are getting tighter and tighter, but still, we've not heard any word, and we're still working and going. So.
Yeah, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys out. Some of them are scared. No, 4, 5, 6 guys out. Our whole painting crew's gone.
Yeah.
We lost 2 finishers, three finishers today. We got 6 finishers to finish some homes out there. 3 of them went home. You know, one of them's staying in quarantine just because they're scared, you know, concerned, I should say. So yeah, it's slowly hitting us, you know. The guys are staying further apart from each other. You know, they're all trying to do that. Amanda won't crack the window for anybody. We had somebody today wanted to come and want to buy a house looking. I said, I'm sorry, the girls just left early, and I mean, she didn't want to buy, she wanted to look around.
Right.
And I said, you know, we can't go in. I don't want to get my guys sick. Now, what they do, I'm hoping the guys, we've talked about it, that they just go home and they come back. They don't go out and about. I needed something at Lowe's today. I didn't want to go. You know, I need to get probably a few more groceries for Mom. And I know we all have to get groceries, but, you know, when we go in, you wash your cart, you wash your hands, you wash everything, you come home and do it again. So we're feeling it, just not as much as everybody else so far.
Just like everybody else, being very cautious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. So.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, the community's still, what's going on with the community?
Yeah. Well, Yump was out here today digging. We're doing that pond and planter I was telling you about. He's actually digging that ready while we're doing it. So he's doing some things that we need to done. All the water that's flowing from the big farm field out here, we're making sure it flows into the ditches. We're supposed to get some rain. Everything has been backing up because nothing's ever been taken care of on this old piece of property we're on. So he's making sure all the water flows and gets out in the, so we're doing that. We really can't do anything because the electrical inspection is not going to be done by the state of Tennessee.
Right.
They will not come out and inspect. Now we've run all our conduit for our secondary power on the beach. It's already in. They inspect it, we can cover up, put our sewer and water, and we're ready to roll.
So the beach is, no holdup on the beach?
Yeah, there is a holdup on the electrical. We've put it in, the pipe, you know, the conduit pipe to run it, but we can't cover it up with dirt.
I see.
Because the state has got to come in and inspect it.
And they're shut down.
And they're shut down, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're at the mercy of
can you
that.
imagine, God, if it goes another month, it may go another month here. I don't know. The state of Tennessee just said 2 more weeks, I think is what you sent me, Amanda.
Well, what Governor Bill Lee of Tennessee had talked about was that it's not a shelter-in place or whatever it's called, a safer at-home place. They're strongly encouraging people to stay at home unless you're an essential out there, and they still consider construction essential. And I think that we're, like you said, spread out enough apart, and we're taking super precautions that they're not shutting any.
They said if your work
Yes.
environment was not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
He's got a hold of something.
He's got a whole plastic bag or something, or a tarp. I can hear him.
We're staying at it, and the girls, I've got 3 girls that are working from home. Alyssa and I left at 3 o'clock today. Of course, I came back. But we're all immune to each other. We're all staying very cautious. Nobody goes anywhere. Everybody's getting their groceries delivered. So in the office especially, we're staying very tight-knit. We don't even let the guys from the shop into the office. So, and it's, you know, not because they have anything, it's just that you keep stuff, that's how you keep stuff away.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yep. We're good?
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
So tomorrow we can maybe show the finishing and show some other stuff around whose is in where.
Yeah, see how far along they are. And also I'll be getting together all the people that's on our build list, and we'll be contacting you. We're doing sketches and stuff inside. I got 3 people doing drawings.
Yes.
One's apprentice, one's helping the other one, and we're trying to expedite all that stuff.
Oh, I'm so glad somebody brought this up too, and we'll end the show with this. Is Trucker Mike? You had heard some information too.
Yeah, Trucker Mike is good friend of ours, and everybody out there that knows Trucker Mike's been to the jams. He's been to most of the jams. He comes here, and you know everybody knows him. He's a good guy, and but he was in a motorcycle accident, I guess in Florida, in a slow-moving vehicle. I don't how it happened, but he wasn't wearing a helmet, and the slow-moving vehicle hit him, and he's had a head injury, been in a coma. He's come in and out of the coma the way the text sounded, but now he's in a long-term care facility in rehab.
Like rehab.
So,
okay.
Man, head injuries are just the worst.
That's so sad.
The worst.
Yeah.
So I don't know his prognosis, anything about it. Especially in this time now, of course, man, think about it. You can't get in there and see him. You can't have any visitors. What a terrible time to be in a hospital.
I know.
But we call him Trucker Mike. I don't even know his last name.
Yeah.
You know, so look at him.
I know, he's running around.
But if
we're
you guys,
really thinking about him and praying for him.
yeah. So if you guys want to know any more about him, there might be some people out there on Facebook that might know
There
more
is.
about
Yeah.
what's going on, and you guys can talk and pray for each other, pray for him, and let us know if the family needs anything. We'll be glad to
Maria
help.
just posted his first and last name. Mike Yankowski is his name, and he's got a Facebook on there, and you can,
Okay.
send,
There you
maybe,
go.
say something on there, post it. His daughter, I understand he's got 2 daughters, so.
Yeah, maybe we can, let us know. We'll do what we can to help him out. I don't know what his situation is with his life, and man, there's just so
Right.
many things that takes a hit, like
Very
that.
sad.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they've gotten to know him really well, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So on that note, you guys, let's all help him if we can. And thanks for tuning in.
Now, not the Mike we just had on.
No, Mike.
No, not that works here. He's someone
No.
who come to our jams and stuff.
Yeah, Trucker Mike. Yeah,
Yes.
He doesn't work for us.
Right.
So, all right, we'll be back tomorrow. Hey, I'm sorry if I got a little too businessy for you guys. I try to keep things upbeat, but some things need to be addressed, and I'm a human being, man. I've got emotions and things I do, and this is why they got editing, Amanda. You know what? They cut that out.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not going to do that. We're going to do this part,
Yeah. We don't cut out the bad. We have good,
Ah.
bad, ugly, all.
I'm
so.
just like you guys. I get stressed, we get overwhelmed, we get happy, we get sad, we get all these kind of things going on, and we're doing with stuff.
But I think everybody appreciates that, and they understand because they go through the same stuff in a different
Yeah.
way in their life, and they know what they know. Everybody knows. We're all the same,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. And if you ever have a question of who I am and what I'm doing, I tell you to walk through that gate and come see me. Anything. Always. 850 Industrial Road.
Not while the virus is going on.
Well, we're
I
just
won't
wear a
let you
mask.
in. I won't let you in.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
just, I'm here. I'm living in that cube right out there with my dog. Look at me, just covering her eyes. My mom lives right over there. All right.
Listen, we got
Stop.
the locale.
No,
We
nobody
know.
does. Hey, Ace,
We know
tell
where
him, buddy.
everybody's at.
Ace,
Lord help me.
tell him
Pray for me.
we live in a cube. Tell him we live in a cube, okay?
Jesus.
You're gonna choke. Look. Look what he got.
What's he got now? What? God, I thought it was an eyeball.
Everybody have a good night. We'll come back tomorrow and show you the prognosis.
Prognosis. Oh my God. What is this, Grey's Anatomy? Lindsay Lohan?
Rah!
All right. Bye, everybody.
Have a good night. What do you think, buddy?
Oh, I see where you cleaned up over here.
Oh yeah, look at all the barnwood stacked
Yeah,
there.
that looks nice.
I love it. Now I can see all my barnwood. We're gonna take that rack down so we can put Donna's house here.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Donna, I'm gonna put your house here and we get going
He's
on.
going to bring it in with his teeth. and
I'm
we're
gonna bring it
video
in tonight. I'm gonna get my drill and undo that
Get
door.
out there and do it now. Don't scare the dog. Look at him.
You better get used to the drill, mister. You better get used to the drill.
He better stay away from bats. Bye, everybody.
There was a snake back there yesterday. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said nothing.